Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Girls are requested to join with their father's name. Please rename yourself quickly. Now, since Along with MPC, there are some BPC boys also with us here. We will start with a topic which is not done for both. Of course, for MPC, we did not do any topic till now. But for BPC, some of the topics have been completed. Leaving those topics, we will try to do something which will be helpful for both BPC and MPC. Okay. Right? Can you all see the screen? We will take up degrees of comparison, page number 137. If you have your materials, open your materials on page 137. Degrees of comparison. Here it is. Okay. Now, in degrees of comparison, I mean, now see, instead of going into all the unnecessary details, I feel that if we do what is important for us from the examination point of view, that would be better, isn't it? So, now in degrees of comparison, we will discuss what type of questions are normally asked. The weightage of this topic is only 1 mark in your final exam, so that is why it is not worth wasting a lot of time. But the thing is, you should not lose that 1 mark also. That's why a little bit of practice. Now, in degrees of comparison, they will ask you to change a given sentence into the other degree of comparison. Basically, degrees of some people are writing something which I'm not able to see. So, in degrees of comparison, they give you one sentence. It has to be changed into another degree, from one degree to another degree. Now, what is this degree? Degree means an adjective. An adjective, that is a quality. Adjective is a word that shows the quality of a noun. So, an adjective can exist in 3 different forms. One is as a quality in somebody, like we say someone is tall. Then it can also exist in 2 people, where we tend to compare who is taller of the 2. And suppose the same quality is observed in 3 people, then we normally tend to see who is the tallest. So that means an adjective can occur in 3 different degrees. When it occurs as a simple quality, it is said to be in the positive degree. When it occurs in 2 people or 2 things, and there is a comparison made, it is said to be in the comparative degree. That means we have to use the adjective in the comparative degree. And when a particular quality is observed in more than 2 things, please observe more than 2 people or things, then we tend to see who has the highest degree of that quality, and so we use the superlative degree. Normally, the comparative degree of any adjective is obtained by adding er then followed by a comparative conjunction than, this is the comparative conjunction, than, THA and then, not THE and then, THA and then. So ER then. Taller, examples, taller than, A is taller than B, B is taller than C, C is taller than E, like that. Or sometimes when you can't add an ER, we use more plus adjective followed by than. Somebody is more intelligent. There are certain adjectives where you can't add ER directly. So in such cases, you use the adverb more intelligent, or this is also an adjective, more intelligent, more beautiful, etc. Superlative degree is obtained by adding an est to the adjective, which is always preceded by the, we say, the tallest, the shortest, the fastest. So there is always the coming before the superlative degree of the adjective. In some cases where we are not able to add est, we use another adverb, the most intelligent. It means most plus adjective. Example, the most beautiful, or the most expensive. Just excuse me for a minute, somebody is knocking at the door. So we say the most expensive, the most beautiful. Now, next thing is how to convert a sentence from one degree of adjective to the other. Now, if you practice this table, then there is no sentence which you cannot do correctly. The table on page number 138 of your material. this one, and this 138 and 139. 138 and 139. If you don't have this material, I can share a picture of this table with you. I'll show you how to do it. You see, suppose the situation is, we are saying, for example, we are saying Goa is the smallest state in India. Suppose this is a fact. Goa is the smallest state in India. The smallest, meaning there is no other state which is as small as Goa, right? So if you want to say the same thing in comparative degree, how will you say? Goa is smaller than any other state in India. This any is important. And then if you want to say the same thing in positive degree, you have to express the same thing in positive degree, then you would say no other state in India is as small as Goa. This is pattern 1. Now the second situation is slightly different. It says Mukesh Ambani is one of the richest men in the world. Now he's not the only one. He is one of the richest. It means there are some other people who are as rich as Mukesh Ambani, right? So he's one of the richest. Now, if you want to say the same thing in comparative degree, you would say Mukesh Ambani is richer than many other men in the world. Here you had said any other. Now you say many other. Okay. And then for positive degree, you say very few men in the world are as rich as Mukesh Ambani. Or instead of very, you can even start with few other men. Very few men, yeah, few other men. You can start it both ways. This is pattern 2. Then pattern 3 is, suppose you say the giraffe is taller than the elephant. Now here the comparison is made between the height of a giraffe and an elephant. Therefore, superlative degree is not possible, because superlative degree is applicable only when we are comparing a particular quality, a certain quality in more than 2 things or 2 people. So superlative not possible. So the only possibility is going to a positive degree, saying the same thing in positive degree. How will you say? The elephant is not as tall as, you can either say as tall as, or you can say so tall as the giraffe. Then Maruti cars are not more expensive than Hyundai cars. Are not more expensive than. Not more expensive than means we are making a negative comparison. So uska positive will be a positive sentence. Hyundai cars are as expensive as Maruti cars. See, hum yahan kya keh rahe hain? What are we saying here? Maruti cars are not more expensive than Hyundai cars. Means suppose a Hyundai car costs 6 lakh, Maruti car also costs the same thing. It's not more expensive than that. So in other words, we can say Hyundai cars are as expensive as Maruti cars. So again, here superlative is not possible. This is pattern 3. Actually, pattern 4. Then his daughter can speak in English more fluently than his son. Now the comparison is between only the daughter and son, the English and the speaking skills of his daughter and his son. So his daughter can speak in English more fluently than his son. And the positive will be his son can't speak in English as fluently as his daughter. And then the situation, the last situation is, Ravali is not the shortest of all the girls in the college. Remember, in the first pattern we had read, we had seen Goa is the smallest state. Yes, situation. Abhi kya situation hai? She is not the shortest. Let us say Goa is not the shortest state in India. Yeah, Ravali is not the shortest of all girls in the college. That means there are other girls who are shorter than her. So you will say, in comparative degree, you will say Ravali is not shorter than some other girls in the class, in the college. Here you had used any other. Here you had used many other. In pattern 6, you are using some other. This is to be noted. in the college. Then some girls in the college are at least as short as Ravali. Some girls in the college. Here you had started with no other, you had started with few other, and now you start with some other. Now, children, I have a guest at home, an unexpected, unannounced guest. So I hope you will excuse me, and I'm so sorry. I'll share this part in the group, and inshallah, I'll make up for the lost time that today, tomorrow, inshallah. Okay. Okay. I'm so sorry. Extremely sorry, children. I'll share this in the group, inshallah.